Ducks are everywhere. Ducks overboard. Duck amuck. Hey everybody, Luxinda here. Welcome back to the loo. So, quick update. Last week's video, I mentioned that the day after I was recording it, I would be getting my stitches out. That did not happen. Doctor wanted to wait another week to 10 days. So today, which is 10 days later from when I recorded that video, today I got my stitches out and it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, 50 plus stitches. Google assured me it wasn't going to hurt at all. It would just feel numb with a slight tugging sensation, and Google lied. Apparently when you get up to, more than 50 stitches, things are a little different. So we are gonna do what I consider to be a relatively simple video today. I'm not gonna get into anything particularly complicated, but yeah, this will be different. I have some new molds from Let's Resin. This is their 9 sphere collection. All of these are individual molds. You don't have to clamp top and bottom pieces together and then hot glue them or tape them or any of that stuff like we used to have to do. They're really nice, very flexible, very durable molds. And they come in 9 different sizes, from the biggest down to the teeny weeniest. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these little ones, honestly. I may try and pour some resin in there. I don't know if I'm gonna try and put anything in, but in these bigger ones, I wanted to put something in them just to make it a little more interesting. So I have quite a selection here because I've been collecting things as I was thinking about it. So here are all of my options. So I have some glass cabochons. I've had some of this stuff for quite a while now from other projects. 3 different sets of bells. And obviously once the bells are in here with resin in here, they won't jingle anymore. I used these originally in Christmas gel candles. The neat thing about it was I put all the way around the edge some of these jingle bells, and because they weren't submerged in the gel wax, they kept their jingle. That's not going to be what happens today. This will just be for looks. And then I picked up some drums today, some perler beads, and 2 different sets of fake florals, which I thought would be pretty. I'm going to cut them down, probably in this big one, and then cut these down and just jam a bunch of both of those in there. And then I have these in 2 different sets of colors. And then off of Amazon, as if this wasn't already enough, I love the light bulbs that Anthony Cramen made a while back using resin, and he put tiny little rubber ducks in one of his, and they were adorable.
Whoop. So cute. Oh my god. Oh, that looks so cute.
Well, they didn't have tiny enough little rubber ducks to go in here that I could get a hold of in time to do this video. So I went with very tiny little resin ducks. And then the other 2 things I got from their miniatures collection was a collection of beer, because, why wouldn't you want to have a holiday sphere with beer in it, right? And then lastly, cheese. No crackers, just cheese. So we'll put the ducks in here. I have way more ducks than I'm going to need, obviously, for that, but that will the room. Okay, try not to lose any more. We need to jam as much stuff as we can in here so that they don't all float to the top. And the easiest way to do that, I may have to rig something with some of these. If it insists on floating anyway, I may have to put a popsicle stick across it to keep everything down inside. But the easiest way is if I can just jam enough stuff in here that it won't float. There. Okay, there's our cheese. All right, what am I doing next? I need to speed this along. This is what I'm going to be using. This is KS Resin's liquid cast epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 mixing ratio, and it's a relatively thick compared to other casting resins. But in spite of that, I have had amazingly good luck with it. Mixing well, pouring well, curing up overnight, and also releasing bubbles really well. So that's what I'm going with. Sit back and enjoy the show. Here we go. And we're back. Okay, full transparency, I did come in here last night to check on everything, and I noticed that some of the levels were lower because obviously bubbles that I hadn't been able to squidgy-widgy out came up later after I was gone from the room. Plus, as the resin sets up, there is a little dehydration that goes on, and that shrinks it as well. So I mixed up some Speedy Peedy resin. This is a fast set resin. You have about 15 minutes of working time, and then it is dry to the touch in about an hour and a half. It does work in molds as long as it's not too deep, and I just needed a little surface covering here on some of these. So I mixed up about an ounce, put it over the ones that needed it, and totally dry to the touch now and nice and full. Let's unmold everything and take a look at what we got, and then we'll go out in the sun and take a look at everything there. I will tell you, again, full transparency, I started the beginning of this video by saying that this was going to be a relatively simple project because I wasn't feeling up for anything more complicated. And it was supposed to be simple, but I had enough problems in and amongst all of these things being stuffed in and then getting the resin into, I swear, getting the resin into this tiniest one was just a nightmare. Even when I used a pipette, which should have worked, the pipette actually went into the hole and I still got blowback, and most of the resin, as you saw, ended up in the pan, not in the mold. Yeah, I probably won't ever make this little baby orb again. But, you know, since I was testing out the full set, that's why I did it. Okay, so here's our ducky. They are so cute. Look at all the little baby duckies in there. I do see a bubble. I see a bubble right in there. Don't care. Not worried about it. That's pretty. I like that a lot. My extra, and I'm glad I knew I was going to have too much. I mean, I knew that going in because I mixed up, well, I explained that. I mixed up as much as I would need if there hadn't been any inserts or embeds. So we got 2 tea light holders out of it. I like that. Or votive candle holders out of it. Or succulent plant pots out of it. However you want to claim those. They are beautiful. This is Griswold from the Glitter Chimp. It's one of my absolute favorite Christmas glitters that they make. Let's take these outside and see how they look in the sunshine.
The cheese stands alone, the cheese stands alone. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the cheese stands alone.